breaking news on WDSU.
And we begin right now with that breaking news. A baby boy in the hospital tonight after he was attacked today by a family member's dog. Officers tell us this happened at a home on 10th Street in Bridge City, and that is where WDSU reporter Ariel Brumfield spent the day today hearing from a neighbor who rushed in to help Ariel, and she is live tonight with their harrowing account of exactly what happened.
Well, Elizabeth, we heard that baby unfortunately had several face lacerations, a fractured skull now. We talked to several neighbors on that street who tell us that American bully who attacked that 4-month-old baby boy, that dog had shown signs of aggression before. We also talked to the neighbor who stepped in to provide some medical attention. His flesh had been pulled from his skull and he was just bleeding a whole lot. Blood was starting to run down. I mean, he bled so much that it went through the car seat and bled on my floor.
Barbara Villegas paints a very gruesome picture of the aftermath of when her neighbor's 4-month-old baby was attacked by an American bully Sunday afternoon. She says her neighbors were here on 10th Street in Bridge City and were wailing and crying in the street around 12:30, holding the bloody child, when she invited them in her home to help and place the child, who was still in the infant carrier, on her kitchen floor.
He had a big gash on his left side. I mean, the gash ran from probably like from here all the way to the back of his skull.
Villegas learned a family member had brought the 2-year-old dog inside out of the heat. Other family members had entered the home with the baby in the carrier and placed it on the floor. Officers say the dog attacked the baby and a family member had to pull the dog off. A dog that several neighbors, including Villegas, said showed signs of aggression.
I couldn't really go to my water hose, especially if that dog was outside, because of the fact that it would just bark at me, and it was kind of scary. One time, the grandmother had to pull her off of the fence, literally pull off of the fence, because she was that aggressive.
The dog was seized by animal control officers. We also learned there were a total of 3 dogs living at the property.
Any problems it causes. Property damage, bite cases, worse than that, fatality bites. So it's up to you. Can you keep it? Under what circumstances?
Jeff Dorson with the Humane Society of Louisiana says if you see a dog displaying aggressive behavior, it's important to put it through obedience training, muzzle, leash, and always supervise it, especially for dogs of a particular breed.
The Center for Disease Control tracks bite cases, and pit bulls are number 1. And they do a lot of damage when they do attack or bite because they have such powerful jaw strength.
And for incidents like this, Jeff Dorson says it's likely a hearing will be held and a judge will then determine whether or not that dog will be put down. At our last check, that baby was still recovering in the hospital. Reporting live, I'm Ariel Brumfield, WDSU News.
And we hope that baby is okay.